Hey everyone, Genome here, coming at you with the next episode in my how-to series. This was kind of an unplanned event, but you know, why waste an opportunity to put something on film if it might help somebody? So I got a 2007 Silverado, and it doesn't have running boards, Nerf bars, right? I personally don't use them. I'm not even a big fan of them, but my wife is vertically challenged, and every time she tries to get into my truck, it's like climbing Everest. So I took the liberty of getting Nerf bars, and I'm going to go ahead and install those today on the truck. Of course, they came with instructions, which are, oh no, about as useless as a guy without glasses trying to read the dictionary. You know, it just doesn't work.
What the hell kind of an analogy is that?
Man, they're awful, ridiculous. Grammatical errors and language barriers are obvious. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tackle this thing, but I kind of know what I'm already doing with this. So you shouldn't need a whole lot of tools for this. I'll have the model that I'm using right now, or that I bought and putting on the truck, but basically you're gonna need a socket wrench, an extension or two, 12 mil socket. I'm gonna use my impact driver with a 1/2-inch socket, same thing. Just for peace of mind, magnet, because there's these clips you got to use, and they can kind of get in behind some of the sheet metal there. It's not really easy, so you got to be careful. Razor knife, just for, you'll see what it's for, but shouldn't be having to use too much, and probably just a flathead screwdriver. Something else you probably want to wear is safety glasses of some kind, not just because of the normal stuff, but like up north here, rust is a real issue underneath the cars, and you just don't want that floating down in your eyes while you're trying to work, because you can be moving around stuff here, and you know, stuff tends to fall in your eyes. So hey, I'm not going to sit here and ramble on too much about it. Let's go ahead and get these things on the truck and make entrance and egress a much easier proposition. All right, let's do it. All right, got my bracket right here. I'm going to do the start on the passenger side. I'm really only going to film one side because it's the same for both, right? So yeah, man, there's not much to it. Got my tools on my little seated crawly, and let's just get into it. Okay, I can see where I'm going to do my first clip. You're going to have these removable, I don't know if you can see that. It's going to be like a plug, it's in there, but you got to put these mounting clips in there because there's no thread here. So here's the other mounting spot. So we're going to mount one here at the rear, and let me cut this until we're ready. All right, so here we are again, just one last time. So hopefully I'm make it so you can see it. So score that out a little bit, put it away so you don't cut crap out of yourself. All right, pop that sucker out, and find your clip. Once again, I'm going to try to do this one-handed so I can give you a better angle. Okay, and we're in there. All right, so bolt with the washer. I'm gonna have to put this on the tripod. One moment. Hopefully, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Hopefully this is, I can't see anything because of the sun out here. Hopefully that's on there. So, I said bolt with a washer already on it. Thread that right into the clip. Mostly just finger tight. And now, next up, got nut, bolt, and a lock washer here. And just, if you want to tighten this, let's see if I can do this without removing my spleen here. Just get you a 1/2-inch wrench and put it on the nut. But like I said, we're not going to tighten it too much right now. Just want to get stationary. All right, so there you have it. Not too hard. Be a lot easier with actual instructions, but you know, it is what it is. So, all right, I'm going to mount up the running boards next. Stay with me. All right, so here we go. We're now ready to mount our boards. If you'll notice here, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but you got some sliding nuts in here, and all we got to do is line these up with the holes in our new brackets and run our bolt through it. That's pretty much it. So let's do a couple of these. All right, just a quick hint, by the way, before you do this, before you go turn this thing upside down, roll you up some tape, some duct tape or something, and put it in the ends of these rails. Else you're gonna lose about 20 minutes trying to fish these things back into the rails. It's not an easy process. They didn't bother putting stops at the end of these, so yeah, put the stoppers there yourself. All right, so once you're down here, all we gotta do now is line up these with the actual holes, but we want to actually use the last one here, right? So sometimes these magnetized screwdrivers work against you. And okay. All right, so now we're gonna grab us some hardware. And we're gonna try, I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Probably not, but I'm gonna try. Okay. Get her lined up. Oh, did I get it? Yep, I got it. Amazing.
Excellent.
All right, so there's one. Once again, sorry about the angles. My tripod does not seem to work down here. And looks like my guy slipped. Let go, magnetization. Okay. Once again, I'm still not tightening anything down yet. Oh, I bet that one popped off, but we'll see. Well, it's acting like it's wanting to get in there. I think it's in there. Okay, so hopefully I didn't cross thread it. Let me back it out. But anyway, you get the idea. I'm gonna go ahead and run up and get these all put in, then I'll start cinching everything down and show you the aftermath. Stay tuned. All right, so as you can see, the rails are on, everything's straight. Stuff's pretty much where I want it to be. I mean, I guess I could bring it up further, but I prefer to have the main grip right here. So all that's left now is to, let me switch this over. Yeah, all that's left now is to get back underneath here and start cinching everything down. Not gonna be easy to do with one hand, but we will try. Pull your tape stoppers out of there. I'll save them for the other side. All right, so the first one, make sure everything's lined up. These bars are straight. Before you go cinching everything down. So start with your top one, follow your 12 mil, sorry, I'm holding this thing at an angle. Cinch that down, I already did that. On this bolt down here, once you got everything where you want it, put your 1/2 inch on there, and end it. And then your socket on the other one, I can't do this with one hand, so. And tighten her down to make sure everything's straight and snug. When we get all our brackets done, we'll go ahead and then do the bottom pieces. All right. And all right, they're on. Let's see, let's take them for a test drive. All right, looking good. So it's no longer ever getting up into this bad boy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, but as you can see, it's not that hard. It should take you, I don't know, half an hour per side, maybe an hour per side if you're slow, and then you too will have a running board. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more how-to content on the channel, because why not? It's a variety channel. So until next time, this is Genome, liking his new running boards, out.